new songs we've not played before. We've never played them outside the rehearsal. Brand new, so I look forward to playing them because they're fucking rocking. I'm angry. Bit of fresh air, I don't know how they'll go down with the people up here, but I think they'll also like it. Because we love it. It doesn't matter what else likes it, as long as we're loving it or doing, you know, and it's all rooting my tasty.
There's a limited number of places in Scotland you can play. You can play in Glasgow, you can play in Dundee, you can play in Edinburgh. And there's other, for us, more popular places, like Aberdeen, places you can play. We don't go to villages and things like that, so it's the cities, it's the major cities. So how many times can you hit those cities in a given month? You know, it's different from playing in the States or something like that. You just can go hit a whole bunch of cities in the area. It's not like that here. Those three cities in the central belt that you hit, and you just kind of keep doing that over and over and over again. So you know, we go out and play those, and we come back and we play other down south and wherever else we could get shows. Maybe tour and things like that, but the main thing is we're in the studio most of the time.
Fuck off! Since we came out from day one, I've really paid much attention to what's going on in the scene and all that, being part of the scene. Because when you're part of the scene, you're part of the fucking the crowd, the part of the clique, and we're just not about that. We want to be ourselves, and we don't really care.
I think metal needs to get back underground again, man. I think it needs to find its fucking originality and its purpose again, because to me,
about 3 years' time, all these bands that have taken over just now won't exist probably,
exactly.
Because it's all I would say is just a trend, you know what I mean? They'll be on to the next fad. You know, and it was like Fear Factory, I thought it was like 2 years ago. You know, it's been a long time since Fear Factory has been a death metal band. And we went and played that show, and I mean, we are like a completely different style for Fear Factory. I mean, it's a lot higher, a lot heavier, a lot faster stuff. And the reception we got at that show was insane. You know, seeing the amount of people that emailed us and bought records and shirts and stuff at that show that don't even like death metal, they were coming up to us and saying to us, you know, like, we don't even like death metal, but that was shit hot kind of thing, you know. It's like we get that a lot, and as I was saying, even people that are in like right underground death metal or kind of grindcore bands and stuff, they come up to us and like, obviously, well, that's insane. Now he's are fast as fuck, he's are really heavy, but he's aren't like a straight out death metal band. It's just one of those things. I mean, it's not something like Joe said we set out, but it was like, right, we're not going to make any money out of death metal, so let's make ourselves more accessible. There's nothing like that. That's just the way it's been.
It's dead easy. For us, I think it'd be dead easy to just do a typical death metal band. There's no challenge in it for us. For us personally, we don't want to do that. We want to have stuff in there where people go, this bit coming up, that's really looking forward to it. Instead of just going, the same stuff all the time.
Well, the thing as well, it's because we all grew up listening to bands like Cannibal, Obituary, etc. Why make cars and copies? Exactly. I mean, these people were the forerunners in that kind of genre. Now, why just carbon copy? Do you know what I mean? So, there's not stuff like that.
massive market for really, from the UK especially, but also from the rest of Europe and in the States, a massive market for really good tight melodic heavy metal bands. There's lots of bands who'll do the wee bit of melody and the wee bit of the street vocals, but you know, they're sloppy and they're slack. You kind of think I've heard it all before, but there's not one that's sort of. There's a couple of things that you need to like get kids just to sort of like jump about absolutely mental. Because songs drive you nuts. Bands try have songs that can do that. Cool place to play, man. Whenever we play here, it's usually crazy and people go mad and you know tear the fucking place up and stuff like that. So it's usually fucking it's a great place to play. You know, you're usually really up for it, which is rare in Scotland. Not just Scotland, but Britain. You know, it can be quite icy for a lot of people who don't know you and stuff like that. You know, they tend not to respond very well to your music. It's understandable, but Dundee has always been a really good place for us to play. And we really enjoy it.
Fucking beat that!